Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Killer Bunny here, and today I got a Gen 1 based team for you today because as you've seen in my last video, if you did see my last video, I did a Mortal Kombat based team, and yeah, I kind of like doing stuff like that. It gives me a challenge, really. Basing teams off of only a certain amount of characters I could use, like maybe a Gen 1 team, or I might do a Gen 2 team and then a Gen 3 team in the near future. We will just have to see. But basically, threats on their team is going to always be a Tangela because they are a Violet. And yeah, Tangela is just extremely bulky. And Regice. Regice, I guess his real name is, that I did find out. For sure, his official name is Regice. Regice is bulky too. So it's always kind of a threat to deal with. You kind of want to wear him down slowly if you can. And that's basically what Articuno is there for. It's basically a wall from Regice. And yeah, I found that Articuno is pretty decent. I mean, it carries the heal bell, it has Roost, and it can learn Toxic. So I've learned that Articuno is pretty useful, especially in the NU tier. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the match. I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with my Wartortle because I did predict them to lead with their Golem, but now I'm just gonna go ahead and switch into Machoke, as he does go for the Thunder Wave, which that is not a problem because Machoke's speed is pretty bad. And he does go into this Tangela now. I am going to just go for the safe Dynamic Punch. Don't want to overpredict too early. And, confusion on anything is pretty decent. He is going to go into this Tangela. And, I am going to go into my Charizard and scare out this Tangela. As I go for the Dragon Pulse, I was kind of baiting for him to go into the Golem, predicting like a Flamethrower or something. But he did go into that Zweilous. And that Zweilous did not like the Dragon Pulse. And neither did this Samurott. And I was going to stay in and take an Aqua Jet to the face, but then I was thinking, nah, I'm going to switch into Wartortle and take that. But he does, we do a double switch, and he goes into his Regice, which I do miss the Toxic on the Regice, which is kind of unfortunate, but it happens. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch in his Articuno, and he gets a crit, and that does barely over half, so that just proves Articuno's bulk against Regice. And he does know I'm going to go for the Roost, so he goes for the Smart Blade and goes for the Focus Blast, so that was a good play on his part. Which still, it really doesn't do anything to me, so he does realize that I am extremely bulky, and he's not going to get anything done with this Regice, so he's just going to switch into his Golem, try and scare me out, but I know he's just going to go for the late game rocks, and so I just go for the Ice Beam. And now he's just going to go switch back into Regice, and I have nothing else to do. I could have went for the Heal Bell and took off the Paralysis on my Machoke, but I just didn't. I wanted to get the Toxic on this Regice, and that's what I did finally, because I did miss from my Wartortle a couple turns back. And now that I do have this thing Toxic, I can safely go into Wartortle just to sack it. I don't know why I just said safely. I just wanted to sack it, basically to stall out for more Toxic damage. And now I'm just going to go ahead and go into my Charizard. I know I'm going to take a lot of Stealth Rock damage, and he does carry the Thunderbolt, but I'm pretty confident that I can take him out with a Choice Specs Fire Blast. But he does switch into his Zweilous, but that's fine. The Fire Blast Choice Specs is definitely going to take it out from that range. And now I know he's going to go for an Aqua Jet here, but I was pretty sure I could live it as long as he wasn't like banded, or I don't know. He might have been banded, I don't even know, but I was hoping I could live it, and I barely live with 2%, so that was really good. I did kill the Samurott with the Fire Blast, so that is awesome. Now I know he's just going to go for the Sucker Punch. I wanted to get this Golem crippled, hopefully trying to get him to go for the Sucker Punch again, and try and trick him into that with my Haunter, giving him the Choice Scarf. But now he does know that I am most likely going to do that, now that he has revealed his Sucker Punch, so he is just going to go for the Rock Blast, which is fine. Now I'm just going to go ahead and switch into Charizard as he switches into his Haunter, just to sack my Charizard so I can get a safe switch into Dragonair, because this Dragonair is actually a testing Dragonair. I've never used Dragonair before, so I was kind of testing a new set that I put together, and other than going up against this Tangela, I mean, it's pretty good. I set up 2 Dragon Dances, and I am at +2 now, so I'm going to be able to be doing a lot of damage, even to this Tangela. Let's go for the hidden power, which is most likely ice. I don't think it would be dragon. That would be a silly hidden power. But I'm gonna go for the outrage again. I'm guessing that was min-max damage because I got 50% the first time and 43 the second, which is fine. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's Tangela. It wouldn't have taken it out after leftovers recovery anyway, max damage. So I'm just gonna go for the shadow ball, but he does switch into this Regice to take that very nicely. And now I'm just going to go ahead and trick this Regice just because I wanted to give him the ground gem I got from the Golem earlier, because I did not want his leftovers to be recovering any kind of HP, just so I could stall the Toxic even more. Now I switch into my Articuno, takes a big chunk of Stealth Rock damage. He is going to go into his Haunter, but I am just going to go ahead and go for the Roost and roost up all of my HP, almost all of my HP. He's going to go for Destiny Bond. I go for the Ice Beam, but I have no special attack investment into this Articuno. It's all in HP and in special defense, so it is not going to be able to take it out. So that is a good thing for once, not being able to take something out. And now he knows I'm just most likely going to stall. I'm going to go into the Machoke. I actually misclicked. I meant to go for the Heal Bell first before I went into Machoke, but whatever. It's fine. It didn't really make that much of a difference in the end. But I am just going to go ahead and go into Macho, go for the Bullet Punch, but he does switch into Tangela. Now I'm just going to go ahead and go for the safe Dynamic Punch, get the Confusion on the Tangela. He actually does hit himself into Confusion. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't. Excuse me. He doesn't hit himself in Confusion. He just goes for the Giga Drain, gets a useless crit as I go into Articuno. Now, I was going to go for the Roost here, but I figured if he does go back into his Haunter and wants to go for a Sludge Bomb, he is not Specs, and I'm pretty sure that wouldn't kill me. So I actually predicted that right. Lived with barely 4%, but I was almost positive it wouldn't kill me. He's going to go for the Destiny Bond. I do know he's going to go for the Destiny Bond because if he hits me one more time with his Life Orb, he is going to go down. So I'm just going to go ahead and Roost and go for the Heal Bell and basically stall him out of power points for his Destiny Bond. He does know what I'm going to do now. He's going to switch into Regice, and now he is pretty much basically going to be useless since his Haunter is at such low HP and it cannot one-shot anything. He does know he is basically got the game lost and he is going to leave. But that is a good game because, I mean, wow, if that Charizard probably hadn't have lived, no, I mean, it really wouldn't have mattered in the end, but I don't know, I'm just rambling, that's all I'm doing. But, yeah, leave a thumbs up if you did like this Gen 1 battle, and sorry again for it being on top. I don't know why it does that. It annoys me that it puts me on top sometimes, it puts me on the bottom sometimes. It just bugs me. I don't know. It's just something simple, but it bugs me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace!